most people don't know what they're doing. And I think that's part of what makes everything so funny all the time. I don't know about you, but I walk around as though I know what I'm doing. And people mostly just believe me. And you'll find they'll believe you too. My name's Adam Lansky. I'm gonna tell you some stuff that I think is funny. I don't know if I'm as funny as some of those other people who were up here before, but what I want to tell you about is what I have learned about trying stand-up comedy. And I know that most people in here have thought about, should I try stand-up comedy? Now, let's rewind to the very first thing I said when I got here, which was, if you are confident, most people will just believe you. But also, I think it's important that you believe yourself, right? So, yeah, I appreciate that, Uli. No one believes in Uli more than Uli. But that's why the man keeps getting up. So, if you want to try to be funny on stage, I think you got to give context to things. So I'm going to talk about the very short journey I've had within the context of like, I guess a video game where you've got bosses and challenges, okay? So I'm going to try and make the content relatable to you like that if I can. So the first thing you've got to think about is what are the perspectives that you're dealing with, okay? So people come out to comedy because they want to laugh. That's in your favor, right? And what do people want to hear? Well, the thing that I have tried, which has worked so far, although no one here is in hysterics at this moment, is that people want to hear just the stuff that you're thinking about, because how human beings have survived millennia, excluding alcohol, and excluding kink, and excluding any of the other dark things that we do to make it through the day, is by laughing about the trials and the tribulations, right? And scientists have shown that the darker the events, the darker the comedy. Some people who have the darkest sense of humor are actually folks who have been in like military combat, because they have been exposed to some unfortunate things, right? But that stream of consciousness that you have when you are keeping yourself entertained in those difficult times is actually at least 50% of what people want to talk about. And then the final perspective is that once you're up here, you can't see anything, man. I just see silhouettes. I see dark silhouettes. So you've got to come up here on stage as though you know what you're doing, laughing about, in some people's cases, all the horrible things that have happened to you, to ethereal dark beings with no defined features, quietly staring at you. So that's the first level of the video game. So the second level, that's just, you just powered the console on, right? The second level is your demeanor. Like, what are you gonna be like on stage? How are you gonna let your personality come out, your character? So one thing that I think is funny, we just saw Angela up here, who is a hard act to follow, because something Angela does is she comes up here and she's like, I'm gonna make these bitches laugh right now. I'm gonna tell these people some funny stuff and make all of them laugh. I'm gonna own them. She's like it's this dominant submissive relationship, and she thinks it's hilarious. Look at her right now. I love you. You're so good. Thank you. But no, truly. So, like, other people, like AJ, they're going to come up here, and they're spicy as hell. They're coming up here, and they are talking about the racism they dealt with, and how it doesn't pertain to other people. And there's a lot of emotion, and there's like a lot of body language, and it's really exciting. And he is also squirming in the back. I love you too, pal. Thanks, I know. I'm kind of selfish about it. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to concoct a story that I think is entertaining enough that I want to hear it, and I'm going to you know, you're a captive audience. I'm going to take advantage of you. No one in this room is safe. I swing always, baby. Right? You're not going to walk out. That'd be rude. I can see who's coming in and out of the door. I can't see you right here. So if you've got any, if you've got a lack of like what to say or what to do, I think a great solution to a lot of things is cigarettes. Truly. So, because cigarettes give you the opportunity to be dramatic, right? You can be dramatic. So I'm gonna pretend I got my pack of cigarettes, right? Pulling out. Right, you light it. And I've got everyone's attention. Everyone's waiting. What is this pack gonna say? He took this deep inhale. Get that cancer in my blood. I'm like, all these pets we got at home, man. All these cats and dogs. They need fucking jobs, dude. And without the cigarettes, it's like, yeah, you got pets at home? Man, wouldn't it be funny if they had jobs? I like the drama. I like the darkness. I grew up on Batman, who's incidentally a billionaire who risks it all to fight who, I don't know. I digress. Okay, so that's the second stage. It's like, what are you going to be like up here, right? So here's the third and final stage. It's your dad on the phone. True story. I can't make this up. And this is advice, okay? And I told him, well, I'm going to start trying stand-up comedy. I'm going to give it a shot. It's like, oh man, this was clearly a dream for him. Because every idea this old guy had never tried suddenly came to the surface, and he wants to tell me all of them. He's got all these jokes, and he's got these ideas. He's like, Adam, he's like, you gotta steal some jokes before you start telling your own. I'm like, that is fucking plagiarism, dude. Like, you don't start your career on plagiarism. It's like, good artists borrow, great artists steal, Adam. That was Picasso. What Picasso? He got somewhere, didn't he? Shit. So he tells me, so he's always gifting me these jokes, if you want to call it that. I guess I'm the captive audience in that scenario. He's like, how about this joke? How about this joke? So here's one. So this one goes out to you, Dad. Why didn't the skeleton cross the road?
Why not?
He didn't have the guts. They laugh? They fucking laugh, dude. I'm Adam Lansky, thank you.